Well, I am super excited because some amazing stuff is going down, but also I just needed a little bit of backup. I've been teased a little bit lately for my lovely Kiwi ass accent, choice bro. So I'm going to get the Kiwi of Kiwis, and Ray Comfort is joining us this morning. Hello, Ray.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Wait a minute.
Hang on a minute.
Now,
hang on a minute.
having said that, Ray, like how long has it been since you lived in New Zealand? Like
34 years, like totally, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So yeah, you're much more
Anyway.
Californian than a Kiwi these days.
Yeah, but I've still got a
I
Kiwi
needed some
accent.
backup.
No, you do, and you've kept
You
your
do.
accent well, which is
Yeah,
amazing.
I have.
So proud.
My kids lost it. My 11-year-old lost it. My 16-year-old kept it. So there was a difference there when a certain age.
Interesting. That's amazing.
All right.
Well, look, we're keen
anyway.
to talk to you this morning about. I know obviously you're the king of tracks. You've got tracks for pretty well everything. We can get some of those in our store here at Vision, but a new one which is being developed just for the Coronation. Of course, Coronation is coming up very soon. It's only a few weeks away, but you guys have got a special track and a very special offer for our listeners to get their hands on them.
Yeah, 6 months ago, I began thinking, and when Charles is part of the Coronation, he's going to reach out his hand and put it on Bible and swear to uphold the biblical truths of salvation by grace through faith. He's going to carry an orb, which is a globe with a cross on the top, symbolic of the reign of Jesus Christ over the whole earth. He's going to be given a number of swords. One sword's a blunt sword, the sword of mercy, depicting the gospel, the mercy in the gospel. The other's a sharp sword, speaking of the justice of God, the sword of justice. And he's going to be anointed with oil. And in fact, 10 things will take place during that 2-hour service. It's going to be witnessed by literally hundreds of millions around the world. And I began thinking, boy, it'd be great to get a little track printed with Charles on the front and the gospel on the back. So I made a video and sent it to my team. And then I got an email from a gentleman I didn't really know. And he said, what are you working on? So I sent him the video, and he sent the ministry $200,000. Showed someone else the video.
Wow.
And they sent $50,000, showed someone else, and they sent $100,000. So we got 7 million of these tracks printed in the US, and we're making them available free of charge, and we pay the shipping to anywhere in Europe, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and anywhere in the US. And we're so excited. And we're not commending Charles and saying he's a Christian. We're doing what Paul did in Acts 17, where he quoted sinful Greek poets. What did he do that for? Well, he is using them as a bridge to reach his hearers, and that's all we're doing. We're using the Coronation as a bridge to reach our hearers. And we've got 1,800 people in the United Kingdom who have committed to go to London to give out these tracts to the millions who line the streets. We've got 500 from the US who are flying across to give out tracts. And we've got all these people in the US that have taken something like 7 million and are going to give them out. And just one thing here. The concern for me was that Christians would say, I've got my king. I'm not going to bow to any earthly king. Right. But the world is. The media, you know, Ken Ham, he's Australian. Ken Ham said to me, you know, during the church service, if the president of the US dies, they won't cut away from the service. They'll stay with it because this is so big. Royalty in the US are like celebrity on steroids. And what's going to happen is all the media will cut to this 2-hour church service, and they'll have to commentate it. They'll have to say, and now he's been given the sword of mercy, which is a type of the gospel. And now the globe with a cross on the top, that's the type of Jesus Christ and his reign over the earth. Wow. The world's going to church. We've got the tracts, they're free, and we pay the shipping. And so we want Christians to take advantage of this time because there's never been anything like it in history.
That is so good.
So if someone's listening right now and Ray, you've got them so excited saying, yes, I see the opportunity. How do they get the tracks?
They simply go to livingwaters.com/London, livingwaters.com/London. All they do, totally just give us their name and address and we'll ship them to you. We've got them being shipped from Australia. The reason we can do this is we've got an agency in Australia that's gone to an Australian printer and they are shipping them out. They're not coming all the way from the US. Same with the United Kingdom. There's 4 million being printed and gone out already in the United Kingdom. Got a printer there that prints and our agents send them out. And so that's what will happen.
I love the fact that you've got the way that you've designed it, and the design team have done a great job because it looks very official and royal. And we know how much Australians love, I still
That's
go
a
to,
keepsake.
yeah,
that's right.
I still go to my relatives and they've got a plate on the wall with Charles and Diana or something.
Yeah.
They love their royal keepsakes.
Yeah, this is memorabilia. This is going to be snapped up like hotcakes on a cold day in Alaska. They're going to say, "Oh, this is going to remind them a very pleasant experience of a king in a gold coach, and literally millions of people crying out, 'God save the king,' as they did with David and as they did with Solomon." It's going to be a once in a lifetime experience. So this is going to be snapped up, like you said, as keepsake or memorabilia. So what I'm afraid of is as we get closer, Christians around the world will say, "Oh, this is such a wonderful opportunity. I'll get some tracts," and they'll all be gone because we can't get another print done because we get millions printed at once, and the printer takes a month to do them, has to shrink wrap them, ship them to us. So now's the time to order.
All right, we'll get on to it. So as mentioned, livingwaters.com/London. And so this is, just make sure I've got this right, Ray. They're free and free shipping. So like there's literally no cost if you want some. Is that right?
Absolutely. Free shipping. You have to keep repeating it because the people aren't used to it.
People can't understand.
Order
Sounds
right
too
now
good to
and
be
we'll
true.
cut $10 off. No, this is totally free and free shipping. We pay the shipping.
Wow. Okay. So livingwaters.com/London if you want to get in on this one.
Ray, your ministry, what you're doing with this and your ministry, as we've come to know it over all these decades, reminds me of that passage in Matthew 5 where Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house." You're grabbing this opportunity and grabbing that light and putting it up on the lampstand.
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't heard a word that you said because I'm listening to your accent and saying he sounds like the crocodile hunter.
Crikey.
Yeah.
That's a knife. This is a knife.
That's right.
Yeah, look at the teeth. Look, I'll put my head in it. Put my head in his head and see if he snaps. Yeah. We want to let our light shine. Things are very dark. We're living in utter hopelessness. Watch the news tonight, and it's so depressing. But what's going to happen with the coronation is suddenly it's going to go from bad news, earthquakes and floods and wars and famines and corruption, to a king in a gold coach. And so people are going to tune in from all around the world because it's going to give them a sense of pleasure to see something like this. I mean, how often do you see a king in a gold coach and all these soldiers all marching and royalty and those big hats that the British wear, those soldiers, and it's just going to be absolutely magnificent to look at. But the wonderful thing that we're rejoicing about, we're not just celebrating the coronation of a king, we're celebrating that millions are going to get the gospel into their hands and they're going to hold on to it. That's our celebration. We're going to live stream this from our studios in California. We've got a team going over there to film. We've got our television crew going over. And so we're super excited, and people can find details by going to livingwaters.com and just signing up for our newsletter, and they can find out what's going to happen in the future.
Brilliant. That is so good. Well, yeah, bless you, Ray. We really appreciate you sharing with that. That's a really exciting thing. And obviously, it's just one of a bunch of stuff that you're doing. But get on this one if you need to be doing it real quick, though, as mentioned, because the tracks are going to be gone in no time. livingwaters.com/London. Get your pack of tracks to give out and be a part of the events leading up to, and of course, the coronation in May coming up real soon. Ray, bless you. Thanks so much for your time today.
Oh, it's been an absolute joy to talk to you guys. God bless you.